Sagittarius, what's going on? It's me, your girl D with 8th House Energy. I'm here to bring you your weekly reading for Sunday, December 8th through Saturday, December 14th. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sag season. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. All right, Sag, let's see what's going on with you. Let's see what's going on with you guys and what you've been up to and how Sag season has been treating you. This is a general read, okay? So please keep in mind that the energies may not resonate with you, regardless to where Sagittarius is in your chart, okay? It may resonate with some of you, it may not. Part of it might resonate, part of it might not, okay? Keep that in mind. This is a general read. If you want something that's more catered to you, as far as your personal situation, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the contact box below, well, in the information box below. That's where my contact info is, all right? So, and this reading is general, so it doesn't matter where Sagittarius is in your chart, okay? It could resonate. So, oh, and thank you to everybody who is a subscriber to the channel. For those of you who are checking it out for the first time, welcome. Hopefully you will subscribe. And for everyone who's checking out the video, if it resonates, please click like and share, okay? This way more people will be able to be exposed to the message, which could very well help them, okay? So, if you want to leave a comment in reference to how it resonates, please feel free to do so. All right, I do read the comments. I don't get to respond to them all, but I definitely read them, and I do appreciate the time and effort that you put into putting in the comments. Okay, so let's see, Sag, what we got for you. I'm trying to think what kind of. We're just gonna pull. Okay. All right. So I got the Chariot jumped out. Okay, Chariot energy. This is Cancerian energy. This is telling me some of you could be relocating. Some of you could be having issues with a car, or maybe getting ready to purchase a car, or maybe your car's in the shop. Something going on with your car. Also getting that some of you may be moving or relocating. Okay. It could be figuratively, it could be out of a relationship, it could be out of a location or a home, from one place to another, from one city to another, one country to another. This could represent definitely for Sagittarius season travel. Some of you could be going on a spiritual sabbatical as well. Okay, but that's what the situation at hand is right now. But let's see what else we got. Some of you could have been coming out of a situation also that I'm getting where, it might have been a very difficult process for you. And so now your head and your heart are aligned and you're able to move forward. Now the second card that just jumped out here is the Hierophant. Okay. So some of you, now that you're ready to move forward, you're going within. Okay. For those of you who have come out of a situation where you maybe were not balanced and your head and your heart weren't aligned and you were ready to move forward, it looks like now you've gotten yourself together and now you're ready to move forward. And the forward moving process for you would be to go within and to reflect on things and to determine, how you want to proceed now that you are ready to proceed. Okay. That's the challenge. The challenge is going within and reflecting and figuring out what's going on with you all. All right. So for some of you, you're not balanced right now. Your situation is you may not be balanced. You may not be ready to move forward because of the fact that you have not gone in to reflect. Okay. But then for another group of you, you have gotten yourself together and now you are ready to go within and reflect. Whether you got yourself together for a situation that you were in that was something that was very trying. I know a lot of you were having some problems in relationships. Some of you were having some issues in reference to court. And like I said, some of you could be having some issues with your car and transportation. And now you're trying to figure out the best way to move forward. Now, what the universe wants you to keep in mind in reference to this situation here is King of Wands, Leo energy. Okay, so the universe is saying step into your power. You have what it takes. You want to get a little creative when you're trying to figure out what it is that you want to do. Use your charm, use your charisma, communicate with the people who support you. Because from what I'm understanding here, you may have a lot of support around you. You have a lot of people who believe in you, who have faith in you, and who want to see you succeed. And they're there to support you. So you want to tap into that energy and step into your power so that you're able to move forward and do the things that you need to do. All right. And this is you actually taking action with the King of Wands. He's actually taking action to do this. This is also someone who represents an international leader as well, for those of you who could possibly be traveling. Okay. This is someone who is a leader and known within other countries or outside of their home, their domestic home, their domestic country. This could also represent someone going, again, like I said earlier, some of you might be traveling for, for insight, just getting away, okay? Maybe spiritual insight, but a trip is what you're looking to do in order to get that insight that you need, okay? And you may be traveling internationally. Some of you have friends in another country, okay? Some of you maybe work with people and you work maybe in e-commerce or in global markets. Some of you, yeah, because with the Hermit energy, this is Virgo energy, so a lot of you could be traveling for work as well, okay, is what I'm getting here, okay. Virgo is the service, represents service, represents your, as far as the sixth house, it represents your work, service, things like that. So some of you could be traveling for work, some of you on an international level, okay? Now, where your head is at in this situation is Page of Swords energy, okay? So, for example, maybe you're not communicating with this Page of Swords energy. You're not letting people know what's going on. Maybe you're not telling people you're traveling, for some of you. Or maybe you're not telling people you want to travel yet because maybe you're still going within about how you're going to do things. Okay, so you haven't really mentioned it, or you may not have said too much to people about it. This is what I'm getting with this Page of Swords energy here. This could be you just trying to figure out, what you want to say and how you want to say it. Okay, some of you could be traveling. You could maybe be traveling and you are some sort of leader. Like I said, you could be maybe doing some type of public speaking. And you're not sure yet what you're going to say or how you're going to say it. Maybe you're just starting to work on that, okay, in reference to you traveling internationally. Some of you, it could be for some type of retreat or seclusion, okay, and, communication is, very little at this time, or it's just what you're going to say, you haven't really decided yet, okay. This Page of Swords energy could represent someone watching someone as well, maybe watching social media, okay, actually, maybe watching what's going on at the job, trying to get insight on things, okay? Now, let's see what the outcome is here. I have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, so for some of you, this is a situation where it's not what you wanted it to be. You were really happy with the situation at first. Some of you were emotionally tied to the situation. Could be a person, place, or thing. Okay, this could be, how you're feeling about your job. This could be how you're feeling about your relationship. This could be how you're feeling about your car. Maybe you love the car, and you got, you're really not hearing back from the mechanic in reference to what's going on, or the mechanic is talking in circles and you're not really getting what he's saying. Maybe he's not telling you everything that, maybe you think he's not telling you everything, or maybe you think he's telling you things that, maybe, sometimes you'll go to a mechanic and they'll try to tell you other things that are going on besides what you went there for, okay? And so, you are, you're using your charisma to communicate with this person. You're watching what you're saying in order to, get the desired result. But right now, things are not the way you want them to be. So for those of you who are in a relationship when you're having this issue, this could be you guys having some issue within the relationship, arguing, fighting, separating, it's still going on. Okay, this could have been something that was going on for a while, and you finally got your head and your heart aligned in reference to how you're going to move forward. But before you do that, you're going to go within, okay? And you're going to step into your power to make sure that you come up with the best way possible to do what it is that you want to do. Some of you are being creative, maybe traveling for all sorts of creative. You could be traveling for, something pertaining to artwork, some type of conference in reference to artwork, and maybe you haven't gotten all the information on it yet. So you're waiting on that, and it might be something that you really want, and perhaps you're finding out that maybe you can't go, or maybe you don't have all the information you need to go. But the overall energy I'm showing here is the Page of Wands in reverse. So perhaps this situation, you're losing passion for it. Okay, maybe it's something that you're not as into as you used to be because of, maybe some of the setbacks that you might be experiencing, and you're trying to determine, or maybe you've decided that this is just not something that you're not into. Okay, but we're going to clarify and find out what's going on with you, Sag. I have my trusty my trusty clarifying deck here, the African Tarot. So let's see what we got going on for my Sagittarians. We're going to clarify this Chariot card here and find out what this is about. All right, see if we can get a little bit more information on this. Fill in the blanks here. All right, so I got the Seven of Swords in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So some of you may have found out what was going on. Okay, you got the bad news about it. This situation here, for some of you, you were deceived. Someone may have taken advantage of you, and you found out about it. Okay, and you learned your lesson from it, and as a result, you're moving on from this relationship, but you're really not happy right now. Some of you were married to this person and you have children with them, and so you're just ready for a new beginning at this point. So this is why we have the Chariot here. You finally got your head and your heart aligned after this betrayal. For some of you, this was your partner, okay, who betrayed you. They could have been dealing with someone else on the side, is what I'm showing here for some of you. All right, or they could very well have someone pregnant for some of you. Because I was getting that, for some reason I'm getting that really strong with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here and the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. But yeah, that for some of you, that's what I'm getting. This betrayal, as far as how you found out, this person didn't tell you what was going on. I don't believe. Not from what I'm showing you, because they were trying to hide this with the Seven of Swords in reverse. So this could have been something that you might have heard from others. If this is a job situation, you may have found out that one of your coworkers or colleagues, maybe someone else got chosen for the trip besides you, okay, with the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse. Maybe you were the one who was in line for it, and you were under the impression that you were going to be the one for this position, or that you were going to be going overseas. But you found out that that is not the case. Maybe it's finances that are keeping you from going for some of you. It could be a place that you've already gone before and you wanted to go back again, and you're finding out that maybe you're not going to go back. For some of you, like I said, who are in business and travel internationally, perhaps you were going with a colleague and it's a colleague that you really don't get along with. Perhaps that could be it as well. Okay, now let's clarify this Hierophant here and see why that's here. I have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I have the Devil card. I have the Strength card. I have the Page of Wands in reverse again. I have the Ace of Cups, and I have the Moon card. Okay, so for some of you who this is a love situation for, you removed yourself from the situation, okay, with the Chariot card. So you found out that something was going on with your partner. Could have been very well, like I said, for some of you that they were seeing someone else. Could be a child here as well, because again, I got the Ace of Pentacles, I got the Ace of Cups, and I got the Moon card here. So it could have been that you found out that this person had someone pregnant, okay, and you just lost your passion for this person. This is somebody that they've been dealing with. This is because there's double energy here, okay, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So this is somebody that they've been seeing for a while, or they have a strong sexual attraction to this person with the Page of Wands in reverse and the Devil card here, okay. But I'm showing here with the Ace of Cups, there's a secret here, and it could very well be that someone is in love. So your person could be in love with the person that they were dealing with, or this person could be in love with them. But I have the Ace of Cups here and the Moon. So for those of you who this is like a business situation for, this is maybe someone who you had issues with when you worked with them in the past, with the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Devil energy. And so it was very difficult for you to communicate with this person and get on the same page with this person with the Strength card. And then the Page of Wands in reverse, it's like you just lost the desire for the project or whatever it was that you were working on, or whoever you were working on it with. But you loved the idea. It was something that you really were emotional about, and you didn't really let people know about it. You kept it to yourself, how you felt about it. All right, so that's what I'm getting for some of you. Now let's take a look at this King of Wands energy here. Why is this King of Wands energy here? Okay, because this is what the universe wants you to remember. This is the Magician, the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I'm sorry, Six of Wands in reverse. The Fool card, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Wands. Okay, so like I said, the King of Wands energy is you stepping into your power. You trying to come up with a creative way that you could be successful. But because it looks like right now you're not with this situation. You want to try again here with the Fool card. And you're trying to be a little bit more open about the situation with the with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So you could also be having some financial difficulties as well. If this is for some of you who are traveling, you're trying to figure out how you're going to come up with the money. You haven't been victorious yet in reference to traveling. And so, this is something that you really, really, really want to do. You may want to take your family on a vacation for some of you as well. I didn't mention that before, but I'm seeing that as well. And you're trying to, and for some of you, you are able to see this happen, but you just haven't been able to make it happen yet. So you're going to stop, for some of you, you're going to stop, I won't say stop being cheap, but you understand that you're going to have to spend a little bit more than you planned. Okay. And so you're coming to terms with that. Yeah, for some of you, if this is a business partnership or someone that, if this is a business situation where you're traveling for, you're trying to figure out, some of you may have found out that you're not able to go on a trip. But you're trying to figure out what you can do, and you're trying to go back to the drawing board to find out what it is that you can do in reference to being able to take the trip, because this is something that you definitely want. This is something you've been waiting for, and this is something you've been planning for a while. Okay, that's for some of you. Some of you, you're going to bring your spouse and your family with you. You're going to be able to. Some of you, you're not. I'm getting that as well. Let's take a look at this Page of Swords energy. Why is this Page of Swords energy here? This is where your head is at, Sagittarius. So with the Page of Swords energy, I have the Justice card. I have the Five of Pentacles. I have the Tower in reverse. I have the Six of Swords in reverse. I have the High Priestess in reverse. And I have the Death card in reverse. Okay. So Justice card means that with the Page of Swords energy here, I'm getting that... By not saying anything, you did the right thing, and you exited the situation for some of you. Especially if this was a business partner, you were able to exit the situation. So maybe this Page of Swords, this Page of Swords could be representing the fact that you're not saying much to this person. or you're not saying much about not liking the fact that you have to work with this person again. All right, you already got the news with the Tower card in reverse, and you realize that if you're gonna go, you're gonna have to go with them. Again, with the six of swords in reverse. Okay, I have the High Priestess in reverse here, and I have the High Priestess in reverse as well as the Death card in reverse. So you are your higher self is telling you, because you're going within with the Hierophant, but your higher self is letting you know that you've got to let this go. You got to let this go if you really want to participate in this situation. For those of you where this is a love situation, you're feeling like the right thing for you to do was to leave. You may still be watching this person and watching what they're doing on social media, or keeping an eye out of what they're doing with this other person. Because for some of you, the secret is that they might be in love with this person. Or if this is you on the other side of things, you could be in love with the person that you were dealing with. All right, and just keep in mind these energies can be reversed. So I'm doing this reading for Sagittarius, but this could be energy that is more geared towards the person who's watching for Sagittarius. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now the outcome here is the Ten of Cups. So I'm going to clarify that and see what that is about. Ten of Cups in reverse. Why is that here? We have the Two of Swords in reverse. We have the Star card. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. We have the Hangman. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the King of Swords. Some of you, I'm getting that you went through a divorce. I just want to say that as well. And you ended up moving out. You left the situation, and you're moving forward. Okay. So in this situation here with the Ten of Cups in reverse, it's like some of you made a decision, and you're okay with the decision. You left this person, okay, and you're healing from all of the betrayal that you received here with the Star card and the Ten of Swords in reverse. You've been enlightened with the Hangman here, and so now you're just trying to figure out. You're in your head trying to figure out what it is that you want to do as far as your emotions, how you're feeling, and things like that. In reference to the situation, but what you're trying to do is you're just trying to take a more logical approach and not be so emotional about it. So what I'm getting is you're trying to get your emotions in check with this situation. All right, and so that might be why we have the Chariot here, as well as you going within with the Hierophant, and the Ten of Cups in reverse. What else am I getting here? So for some of you, when this is a situation with the work environment, you went ahead and made a decision, that you're going to go ahead and go, all right, because they see you as the star player, the team player. You're over the fact of what happened, the betrayal that happened in the office in the past. You realize that this is going to be a good situation for you, as far as your career is concerned. So you're in your head figuring out all the things that, you need to do. And yeah, even though you and this person fell out in the past, you're still going to go ahead and move forward. You're just going to try to put your feelings to the side. And you're just going to try to be very professional about the situation. Okay. So yeah, you may not be passionate about it, and you did walk out on the situation, or you may have had some financial financial issues. All right. So for some of you, you got news in reference to support. Okay. And so you may have been awarded what it is that you wanted to be awarded, and so you're able to move out for some of you. So this is representing you moving out. All right, and then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse here, where you got clarity on the situation. You're no longer stressed now because a court decision has been made with the Justice card. The Justice card and the King of Swords here. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Coins in reverse here. So you're just trying to figure out, I guess something may not be of value to you or may not be worth it. You feel like maybe you may be a little antsy with this person or frustrated, but you really feel like, being emotional about it is not going to be worth it. That's what I'm getting strongly here. All right, so with the Two of Cups here, I'm sorry, two of coins here. You are, you know, focused on your money, figuring out how you're going to balance the trip for some of you who are having financial issues going on the trip. Some of you are trying to figure out how you're going to juggle things in reference to getting everything ready for the trip. Okay. Some of you, as far as your car is concerned, I forgot to mention that again because I got so many different energies here. So for you who have the car, you've had problems with this car in the past. It hasn't worked much. You've been, it's on its last leg, so to speak. But you really love this car, and you know it's on its last leg, right? But you're trying to figure out what you can do. You're trying to come up with some money to get the repairs done that you need, and you know. But it looks as though your family and your friends are telling you need a new car. You need to get a new car. You need to not be cheap. You need to get a new car. Or this could be you know, saying that you don't want to pay whatever the repairs are for the vehicle. This could have been a vehicle that you purchased and you found out that it was one that wasn't working the way it was supposed to be. Okay. And that could have been revealed. And so you went to court. All right. And you were successful in reference to this. So, you know, maybe your financial situation or your transportation situation kind of came to a halt until a court decision was came about. But in the meantime, this puts you and your family at an inconvenience because you don't have a transportation, okay? And you realize that the person was feeding you a bunch of BS at the dealership or at the mechanic, okay? And so at this point, you're just trying to figure out other options in reference to what you're going to do. But you're trying not to get emotional about it, you know, because you just came out of an emotional situation here. For some of you, and you're trying not to. Some of you could be experiencing a couple of these things at once. Some of you could just be experiencing one, but I'm getting a lot of different energies for you, Sag. All right, let me get you some advice. All right, this is really interesting reading. A lot of you going through a lot of different things here. But looks like a lot of you are going to be doing some traveling, that's for sure, or moving. Okay, so for some of you who are divorcing, you're relocating, you're moving. Some of you are moving out of the country. So many different scenarios. Some of you are just traveling for business. All right. I have yin, yang, and I have it in reverse. So let's see what the message is here for yin, yang. And it's number 22, which is a master number. So we don't break down master numbers. So you may want to just take a look at, you know, research master number 22 and see if that message in reference to that number resonates with you. All right, so we have yin yang. Now, when this card comes up in reverse, let me show you the card here. I'm going to show you it in reverse, and then I'm going to show you it in upright position. Okay, yin yang. All right, so this is how it came out. So we're going to read the reversed version. It says the card reverse reveals a yang cycle, which is one of active, outgoing energy. The time calls for a more logical approach to things, but the logic needs to be applied to purposeful action. So this is what I was telling you about. You're trying to put your feelings to the side and just be more logical about things and in your approach. This cycle is often marked as creativity and new beginnings, and that's why we got the King of Wands and the Magician card. All right, and sometimes with significant and outer change. So let me read that again because I was reiterating what was already in the cards here. So it says the cycle is often marked by creativity and new beginnings, sometimes with significant outer change. Let yourself apply more forceful energy to the task at hand and take advantage of this highly charged yang time. Now, the affirmation that you may want to repeat if this resonates with you, this reading, is I am open to understanding the cycle I am in, and I am willing to utilize this energy beneficially. All that I need is already part of me. All right, so hopefully that resonates. Let me get you one more. Let me get you a spirit animal oracle. All right, and let's see what we got. What messages do you have for my Sagittarius massive? All right, this is going to be recorded for week December 8th, Sunday through Saturday the 14th, but the energies can resonate at any point in time because energy is fluid, okay? Stuck cards. Come on. All right, I'm going to grab another one. So we got Porcupine Spirit. Time for beginner mind. Okay, and we have number 48. So 4 and 8 is 12. Oops, one moment. All right, so 4 and 8 is 12. And let's see what message we got here. So 4 and 8 is 12. 12 is the tarot card for the Hangman, enlightenment. And we have that here. So you've been enlightened in reference to the whole situation, and you realize that the best thing for you to do is to take the logical approach and take your emotions out of the situation. All right, I had to get my book. So let's see. Porcupine Spirit. So Porcupine Spirit says, when Porcupine Spirit calls your name, you are being asked to adopt a beginner's mind to approach situations with innocence and curiosity. The old, confining stories no longer have a hold on you. Life is full of surprises hiding in plain sight. Looking at the world afresh with new eyes can help you find what you have been seeking, whether it is a relationship, an opportunity, or evidence that you will have all that you need right now to co-create what you desire. Who knew? Porcupine asks you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. There is so much waiting for you that you have to yet discover. All right. So this is for some of you who are traveling, to get peace of mind, or you just want to, get away for a minute and clear your head. Now, the protection message here says, are you feeling prickly and defensive lately and assuming you will be hurt before you have seen any sign that such a reaction is called for? Perhaps an old sense of guilt and shame is causing you to be cynical and wary when you are meant to be open and curious. Self-protection is a good thing, but you may be protecting yourself from something that will not actually harm you, but instead will bring you abundance, happiness, and love. Remember your innocence, and you will see what you have been overlooking. Porcupine quills are filled with air, allowing a porcupine to float in water. Now is the time to let your innocent nature keep you buoyant. Okay? So this is also a message of just try to stay, upbeat, which is already what you're trying to do anyway. So you already know that you're just trying to be, not be emotional about things. All right? So that was reiterated 3 times in the cards here, the yin and the yang. The yin and yang oracle, as well as the porcupine card here. So you got to keep your cool, Sag, all right? You got to try to put your feelings to the side, move forward, and do things from a more logical perspective, all right? And it looks like everything else will, come into play for you in the way that it should, because that's the message that resonated through all the cards here. So Sagittarius, I hope that this was helpful to you. Please let me know in the comments if it was. Click like if you don't want to get into details, but if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye, Sag.